What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and today I think I got a dope interview. I think everybody needs to pay attention closely. You know, I get a lot of rappers in front of this lens. I get female rappers. I didn't have videographers in front of this lens. I didn't have people who own labels, fashion designers. Today, I get an engineer slash rapper. I think this is dope right here. Now, for the people who don't know what's going on, you'll let them know exactly what your name is and where you're from, bro.
Man, they call me BoDene BDMixx, man. BODE. And you know, let me rephrase. BO capital DENE BDMixx, man. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Most definitely. You know, I kind of want to start off a little bit in the beginning and shit like that. You was born and raised from out here?
Yeah. I was born in Chicago. Like, I have Chicago on my birth certificate. Right. Not no Kankakee, no Naperville, no, right. None of that. I'm from Chicago. So I'm from the Northwest side. I grew up in the like Portage Park, Belmont, Cragen area for a minute. Like, I traveled a lot. Like, my parents always moved around, and my mom and dad were always in and out with each other. So like, I moved around a lot. But where I put my feet down and where I stepped out was in the Belmont, Cragen area.
Okay. So you did have mom and dad though,
yeah,
growing up and stuff like that.
Yeah, my pops passed away when I was like 16.
Oh. The reason I asked you that is because, you know, how did you get into the engineering? A lot of people get into rapping first, or you know, shit like that.
Man, I started as a rapper.
Okay,
I started as a rapper, but I was like, I started going to different studios, like, and this was before like social media was like super popping with music. Like, this is back when the 108 days, and right. Like, if y'all don't know, like, this is the old school rapper days. Like, this is before the drill scene. Like, when motherfuckers are still trying to rap like Twista and Do or Die.
Right.
So it's like, I came from that era, and when I was going to studios with my cousin and all my people, like, I was watching people tax on bullshit songs, like. It was just ridiculous. So at one point I was like, man, I want to start doing this myself. So when I wanted to do that, I was working with a rapper named Ange 13.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who she is. She's a legendary female.
I think I heard of that.
Yeah, Ange 13. She's a legend in the Chicago female MC game.
Shout out Ange. You gotta come see me, Ange.
Yeah, Ange 13. Like, I was working with her engineer, Heat Detector. And man, one day I was working with him, like, that was the only man, like, even when my rapping was horrible, because my rapping wasn't good, like, compared to what I'm doing now, my rapping was horrible. But working with him, I got frustrated one day and said, man, I want to do this shit myself. He was, bring me your computer. What?
Showed you the game.
Man, I went and bought a brand new desktop, all type of shit. He said, I'll sell you the equipment you need to get you started. Throw me a little something, I got you.
Right. Man,
I gave him everything I had in my pocket that day, like, here.
Right.
I don't go fuck. I'll call my mama if I got to come pick me up. We, you know, this was a few years, like, this was years ago when I wanted to first start. This is, I want to say 2015, 2016.
Right.
And man, I ended up just picking up engineering. I ended up, like, I was horrible. I moved out to Florida. And when I moved out to Florida, I didn't have shit to do out there. So I was just watching YouTube. I was sitting in my garage trying to put something. Like, I wanted to still record, but I didn't know nobody in Florida.
Right.
Man, one day I did a show with Pastor Troy.
Oh, you linked with Pastor Troy?
Yeah, me and Pastor Troy linked up in Orlando.
Okay.
And I did a show with him, and like, we did the meet and greet, and I didn't know him from a can of paint. And me and him became real cool that night. Like, he started showing out. I bought some bottles. My people bought some bottles. We ended up showing out. He asked me what I do. I told him I'm an engineer. He like, you was just rapping. I was like, yeah, I'm an engineer that knows how to rap. And that's always stuck with me. So when I started really, like, damn, people are paying attention to the music now.
Right.
Like, this ain't even my city. Like, Chicago didn't give a fuck what I was doing.
Right.
They didn't care. So when I came down, like, people were paying attention. When I left Florida, I took a Greyhound. I got a 5-hour layover in Atlanta. I just so happened to call Pastor Troy, not knowing if he was gonna pick up. Like, yo, another fan. Man, he picked up. Man,
he did?
Yeah, he's like, BoDene, where you at? Man, I'm at the Greyhound station in downtown Atlanta. He's like, come outside, bring your bag, cross the street, look to the left. Across the street, he like, you're gonna go out the entrance. He like, you're gonna come around, you're gonna see the street, just look to the left. You're gonna see a big Magic City sign. Walk over here. Man, next thing I know, I put my stuff in a bag and walked across the street. We ended up chilling. I ended up staying there for like 3 years. Like, Like, I ended up staying there, and that's when I started meeting all type of engineers, like all type of engineers.
Right. So the engineer game is real. See, a lot of people don't know. Before we continue, you know, some of the songs you done engineered.
Yeah.
You done engineered a lot of big records. I know that you did the FBG Cash, the Ruger, the Steppers joint.
Yeah.
That song sound real clean.
Yeah, I did that.
What's some more songs you done done?
Man, they just dropped the Free the Ops. They just dropped that yesterday. Cash's Back Shorty. What else? YB Flow. What's that other video he said? She just kicked me out the house because I didn't want to fuck. Oh, yeah. Man, we got the vlog. Shout out Kiso. We did the vlog and everything. I did that. What else? Man,
Not to stop you, but when you cleaning these songs up, when you mastering them, when you putting that sound on them, like, it's a secret sauce to that shit. Because everybody's songs don't sound the same.
Man, it's really on the artist. It's like how they project themselves. So, like, the more you know what you're doing, the more prepared you come, the more I know how to handle it. Because I can only picture the vision the way you rapping it.
Right.
So, like, if you come in and you know what you're doing, we could, like, for example, when Cash comes in, he gets frustrated because I work slow with him because he everywhere. He be gone. When he's down, it's like, go.
Right.
So there be times I can't keep up and he be acting crazy, but, like, it's just when you have that and that push, you know exactly what you want to do. Like, the song will speak to you before it's even done.
Right.
So, like, when it comes to the drops and the stutters, like, I'm already picturing that in my head because I'm an engineer that can see the video before the song's done.
When it comes to engineering, is it like how they say with the rappers, you can't pick sides, or it's picking side shit going on? Can you engineer other artists and shit too? Or?
I could, but
because you known as like FBG engineer.
Yeah, I stand on that. But I could, but it's just so fluky, and like these little Dirk fans are weird. Like the little Dirk fans and the niggas that want Dirk to know, like, they do weird shit. So, like, I distance myself from that, but I have worked with everybody from both sides. Like, I was working with Beulah and with Dirk and Reese. Like, Trench Talk TV, this was just, maybe year and a half ago.
Right.
I had Lil Reese and them up at my studio. I didn't do it intentionally.
Right.
Like, I didn't know that they was going to be there, but my homie Crescent 312, like, we was partners. And they needed an engineer. They didn't tell me who I was engineering.
Right.
Like, everybody knows I got this big-ass picture of Duck on my arm. Like, I walk around with no shirt when it's hot.
You got a tattoo of Duck on you?
Yeah.
You think we can see that? Oh, that was a dope.
Yeah. So when I walked in the studio, like, I didn't know who was there. It was a big-ass 300 party. And the first thing Reese said is, bro, I remember you. What's up, my boy? We chop it up. We in the studio. He said, for all that shit, you ain't got nothing to do with me. The way they ain't got, the way, like, y'all don't even intertwine with what we got going on. Like, at the end of the day, you still one of the moles. Right. And that's how I look at you, BoDene. He like, but you raw at what you do. Right. But you fuck with them guys. So there's only a distance that we could keep each other. So that night I record JL. And this was before I was even working with Cash. I was only working with FYB Trigga and Butter at the moment. Right. Like, before everything hit the internet and everything started going crazy, it was because FYB Trigga, that's my boy.
We're gonna get to that.
That's my dog. Like, that's my rappy.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I don't want to get to that.
Yeah, so like, I was working with them, but like Duck, I met Duck through my homie Damo Cash, and me and Duck was always cool. Like, do I wish I would have been able to be there more to work with him as I should? Probably, but my studio, bro, we had so many people coming in and out for me to lock down the whole studio to bring Duck in something. Like, when we did it for his video shoot, we had a hard time. The building people were mad at me for locking down the building. We had people I'm talking about, we had people from the front door to the front gate when Duck and Damo shot they 50 bag in my studio.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. We can't just go too fast.
Like, we wasn't letting nobody in the studio.
That's exclusive. I don't think I heard this before.
Yeah, like, we didn't let nobody in the studio. You couldn't come through that motherfucking gate because we had it locked down. So, like, at that time, I had my studio, and then when I moved to where I'm at, it was an area where Duck was already living, so people in that area knew him. Right. Like, and this is still the same spot where we record at now. Right. So, like, it was hard. So when it came down to it, everybody wanted to tell me, BoDene, did you pick the side? Man, look, I chose to pick my side. Right. I chose to pick my side. I knew what the fuck I was getting into. I knew what I was stepping on. I didn't give a fuck because anybody who didn't like it could get stepped on. And you see how I am? I pull up solo. I don't give a fuck what's going on.
That's big facts. You know what? I don't want to run past this. I want to ask you one more question on this. How was Duck presence? Did he have like that superstar presence, or
man,
you know, you was numb to it because
it was, and man, that's just something I was numb to because, like, bro, I go and kick it at Jeremiah's house. Like when Jeremiah's in Chicago, I go pull up to his crib and kick it with him and my brother. So it's like, it wasn't nothing like that, no fanned out type shit. But Duck was just always live. Like it was live until motherfuckers was just super high and we forgot what the hell we came to do.
Right.
Cause that's normally how it turned out. Like, we'd pull up to the studio and be like, we'd start kicking it. Next thing you know, motherfuckers just too high and we're just sitting there bullshitting.
Right. But you know, for the fans who don't know, to give them an inside look though, for him to be, you know, in Chicago, not saying he was here, but to be in Chicago, he was huge out here. Like on some street shit with the fans and shit. The fans, Duck name was huge out here in Chicago.
Duck name's still huge.
Still
like,
huge.
My daughter, I got teenagers. Like, I got a daughter right now that when I left, she was just watching the FBG Cash interview with No Jumper. Like, I have a 16-year-old that swears she got clout in school because she know the guys, but like, nah, it's still talking. And now with the relevancy and the back and forth that Dirk and Cash are doing, they just made 2012 pop up again.
I wanted to know that.
We just had a 10-year relapse.
But it's back on, though.
Back on.
Another thing I want to know, though. I hear a lot about engineers being left out of, like, the money game. Rappers get their money. Producers get their money. Are engineers been taken care of? Like,
man, we're supposed to be. We're supposed to have mechanical engineers. Like, there's a point system to everything. But a lot of the times, us engineers don't get that because we get paid one lump sum, get it done and pushed out. Like, a lot of times we don't even get our names put on it. The producers will get the names put on it, but the producers ain't the ones that made your vocals clean. The producers ain't the ones that sat there for them 3-4 hours while you came in, didn't know what you was gonna record, but finally recorded. Like, we do that. And a lot of, it's a 50-50 game because there's engineers that are like, oh, we like being behind the scene. Like, bro, we work just as hard.
Thanks.
The videographers, when they do their videography and they do their motherfucking videos, they have their stamp. Producers, like, and that's what I give Evian. Evian Studios, I give them props because they don't give a fuck if it's they beat. Y'all gonna know Evian recorded it. So that's why now, like, I put a stamp on everything. Like, once you hear that BoDene be tweaking on the beat, that's not because I made the beat. It's because I could take your beat and chop it completely the fuck up with the vocals that you'll be like, damn, that shit clean.
Right. That's real shit.
So that's why my shit says BoDene be tweaking on the beat. I tweak the beat with the vocals.
That's crazy. You got pictures of Trigga on your Instagram.
Yeah, that's my boy. Long live my brother. Ain't no RIPs. Long live my brother, man. Trigga gang. Mr. Take Your Pipe. Yeah, that was my boy. I used to go pick his ass up from the crib. We say we was going to the studio and then we just end up at headquarters and picking up butter. And then we go to the studio. Then we say we're going home and then we just driving around and doing the same like that. Yeah, that was my boy. It was always an adventure. Being with Trigga was always an adventure, so I'm gonna miss that.
It seemed like he was taking music serious lately, you know? It seemed like he was doing his music shit.
What I noticed with Trigga is when Trigga found a better sound. Like, when he started coming to the studio and he started hearing a liver sound and he wasn't getting that half-ass engineering, I think that put a pep in him. And then when he started dropping the songs with, like, when he dropped the regular with Mac Baby, and then he did the song with J-Man and Mac Baby, like, I seen the flame just, like, and even working with him, like, I can show you messages of me and him getting into it, because he thought it'd take me 24 hours. Like, don't get me wrong, some songs I could do a song 15, 20 minutes, get it knocked out. But if I like the song, I want to take my time on it because I'm going to listen to it in the long run and be like, damn, I could have did that. When I could give me 2 days at the most. Let me listen to it and
don't rush me.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. And I'm going to make sure it's glass. Like, my name is on there. Like, we wouldn't be sitting here if my name didn't have a bell ringing to it. So, like, when they know that it's a BoDene BDMixx, I want them to be like, man, I know that sound. Ain't nobody doing drops and shit. Like, this boy got a sound to him on his own. Like, my sound alone, the way I mix is its own merchandise. It's got its own value to it. And its
you
own
say
sound.
merchandise, I like that.
Yeah, like you can't mimic my sound. I've seen a lot of engineers try, but you can't mimic my sound.
Facts. You know, I don't want to stay on this because this is kind of fresh, but I do want to ask this one question in a non-disrespectful way. But like, when you heard the news about Trigga, I mean, it seemed like stuff like that happened a lot in Chicago with rappers.
Man, that wasn't supposed to happen to Trigga though.
Yeah, not to say it like that. You
Yeah,
know,
nah,
R.I.P. to that young
yeah,
man. I think he was a dope artist, but it seemed like rappers are dying a lot in Chicago.
Man, you know what it is? I don't even think like I'm starting to just believe like it ain't even just random shit happening. I believe it's how you move. You gotta move a certain way. If you don't move a certain way, like we in Chicago, you get caught off your square, that's your ass. Especially in the game we in right now. I think it's more dangerous to be a rapper than it is to be the police.
Okay, break that in.
Because so the police, they supposed to protect the service. They don't do none of that. But they ride around with their guns on them all day. All day. They getting away with doing dumb shit.
Oh.
We ride around with our guns on us. Now, we know what risk we taking, but it's a risk that we know we have to take. As my pops used to say, I'd rather get caught with it than without it. I'd rather get judged by 6 I'd rather get judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Right.
So, like, that's always one thing that stuck with me, but I'm not going to sit there and put myself in a predicament. Like, if I know I got to carry a gun to go to this place, I'm not going to go.
Right.
If my people's got to be strapped up to go there, all right, if there's some money involved, if it's a show or something, we don't got paid to be, all right, let's do what we do. But if it's just some random ass, let's just pop up to be there, I'm not going to waste I'm cool. Because I'm not going to put my people in danger, and I'm not going to put myself in that. I got kids to go home to, like all of us do.
That's facts, though. You know, I wanted to ask you that though, but long live Trigga too, man.
Yeah, I'm a miss, bro.
Yeah, and it seemed like he was really getting to that rap shit. A lot of people don't know that. You know, me and him had an interview lined up. You know,
man, me and him was supposed to be shooting our video. We just did a song called Spin Back, and then he had me jump on the remix to the song that him and Mac Baby did the regular.
Okay.
It was me and him. We just finished mixing those down, and we was supposed to be doing the video this weekend. Or the weekend that just passed. We were supposed to be doing it this passing Saturday.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, when I got that phone call, I ain't gonna lie, I thought Von Mar was playing with me.
Yeah.
Like shout out Von Mar, Mr. Put him in the coffin. Like I had to tell his ass like 4 times, bro, get the fuck off my phone. Stop playing. You know what? Now you done got me up on my bed. I'm finna call Trigga when I didn't get them phone calls. Alright, normally Trigga don't give a fuck what time it is. He gonna answer his phone and let me know, hey, on Archie, bitch, I'm sleeping. I'll call you when I get up. Or, hey, what's your on? I'm riding around, ho. I'm finna slide. Like, that was always on him. But when I got that phone call, I didn't believe it. When I called Butter, and Butter said, hey, I'm on the phone with Trigga's mom, just pull up, I knew it was like, damn. All right, no, this can't be happening. And then I kept seeing his girl posting on us. Man, I ain't waste no time. I woke my wife up, woke my daughter up, and said, look, I gotta go. I'll be back. And sure enough, I got there and it was all real. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and what's crazy, like, man, I still ain't been able to shed a tear over that because, like, I think I'm just so numb to it. But at the same time, it's like, Trigga ain't go out like no hoe. It was a fucked up situation. It was all fucked up, but Trigga went out the way he felt that he was always gonna go out. But he always talked about it like that. Like, nigga ever get me, they better have a vest on. Trigga went out like he said he would. So I can't help but to be a little bit proud of him in my own way. It's just fucked up that it had to happen like that.
Right. No, I hear you. You knew FBG Butter too, like you said.
Yeah, I just talked to him the other day on live.
I want to ask you a question. You know, I interviewed FBG Butter a few times. I think Butter is a dope guy. You know, all that internet shit, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, I'm on the outside, and I think he's.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was brought up on my live about you talk to Butter, you fuck with rats. It's not that at all. One, I see potential. Butter has a lot of potential in his music, especially with the publicity he has on him. Rather if it's good or bad, he has it on. He could drop a song right now, it's gonna do 100K. Rather if it's all haters, he's still gonna get paid for it. So I see the potential in people. What they do in their personal life and what they got going on in their personal life has nothing to do with me. And keep that shit wherever you got it at.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not out doing nothing stupid. I ain't got to worry about going to jail.
Right.
And if I'm out doing something stupid, I'm definitely not doing it with anybody around me.
Right. Facts.
That's just me. Like, come on now.
I totally agree with that. You know, another thing I do in the drill culture, you know, I try to be transparent. I look at everybody Instagrams. I go all through the Instagrams, the social medias. You know, it's there, so I go through it. Okay,
you're supposed to.
And on your Instagram, it said award nominated. What's that about?
So I was just recently nominated by the International Radio. It's a iHeart radio station based out of here in Chicago, with owned by Nino Coleon and My Radio Chicago. They all together in that. Like it's all them. I was nominated in 2019 for the first time, and this passing time I was just recently nominated for not one but 2 awards, and I was Producer of the Year and Engineer of the Year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. Is it hard doing something like that? It'd be a lot of people in competitions, ain't it?
Man, it ain't even that. It's the people I had to go up against. I had to go up against Soundmaster T.
That's a legend. Soundmaster T, legend in this game. Before a lot of guys who we hit now, it was Soundmaster T.
Yeah, it was Soundmaster T, Chris Barnett, and Rich Lorel. Like it was that was like the bracket from legendary to where we at now. Like that's what I know of. And Bueller.
Right. Ben Camp.
I still got that tatted on me. Like shout out Bueller.
You was part of that camp for
that was my boy. Yeah, I was engineering for Bueller for a long time. I did a lot of work with him. I did work with him when he was working with Dirk. I did a lot of work when he was working with Crump. Like that's how me and Crump became cool because of Bueller.
The legendary Mubu Crump.
Yeah, Mubu Crump. That was my fucking boy. His video, his OTFK. A lot of people don't know I'm the one that recorded that.
Oh, you did?
I recorded that, and my brother Merv Dilly put the final touches on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm the one that recorded that, and that's when like y'all could really want to say I picked my side of that time. Like it was.
How was Mubu Crump present?
Bro, that man was a clown. Like his ass was always hyper, and then once the liquor set in, it was turned. He used to come to my studio in Roselle.
Right.
And he used to book with my brother Merv Dilly. When Merv Dilly wasn't around, hey BoDene, you got something open? Yeah. All right, come on, I need to get in here. Man, we used to just sit in there. He record 1 or 2 songs. Next thing you know, let's go to the liquor store. Come on, we finna shoot this video right here in the back. Bro, you just did OTFK like yesterday. Yeah, I'm finna shoot the video right here in the back. Go ahead, have fun, my boy. Like
that's what that video. That's the video.
Yeah, we shot that in the back of my studio.
That's dope.
And at that time, like we had a studio underneath the strip club. So like you could leave our studio, go around the corner, walk up the stairs, and you go straight to the strip club.
Right.
Like it was that type of studio with that shit, man. Rest in peace, LO to Don. That shit got shut down. Yeah, it was wild. But that was good time. We had a lot of people in that studio. We had EBE Bands in there. Mikey Dollars.
Legendary EBE Band.
Yeah, I used to record him too. I recorded his Adrenaline Rush remix.
Oh yeah.
I recorded a song he did with another snitch rapper. Buddha G. She's a little snitch ass rapper. Clown ass shit.
I think I heard of Buddha G.
Yeah, clown as hell, man. And you know what's crazy is that her music used to be real dope too, but she looked like she belonged in what's that show? Orange is the New Black.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
She looked like
I don't know her story so much.
Yeah, it's not worth even talking about. But yeah, but like man, we had a lot of motherfuckers that came to that studio.
Not to cut you off, but you did say the legendary EBE Bands. I had an opportunity to interview him. Now, for the people who don't know, remember, I'm truth teller. I got to be transparent. People see me in the street, say what up. I make money from this, so I got to reward the fans by being honest with the person in front of that lens. You know, news broke about his death, okay? And when I read the report, it was shocking because normally, you know, guys get shot. You know, some guys might get stabbed. His report said that he was beaten with a baseball bat and set on fire.
They did that boy dirty. Rest in peace, EBE Bands, but shouldn't be running off on nigga shit. That would have probably been a boy. I'm sure he ran off of somebody's shit. That's what came down to it. Cause even with me, I was his homie. Like I was his boy. The man even stole from me. So ain't no probation in stealing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off that.
Yeah.
What's up for you next? You staying in the engineer game? Cause you rap too, man.
Yeah, I just dropped a song with Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just dropped the video, Shake Some. I just did a song with Young and Dutch called Hell of a Night. I'm working on some shit with Fat A right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So what you doing though? What you taking? It don't matter what gonna come first? Or?
I've always been an engineer. Like I said, I'm an engineer who knows how to rap. So like now I just learned how to capitalize off of certain situations and started realizing that I have a little fan base that wants something out of me. So.
Yeah. You've been doing this shit, man, for a while, and I see your name linked in a lot of people's descriptions. They might not put it in the captions, but I see your name in a lot of these descriptions on YouTube, on a lot of these hit records.
Yeah, shout out to them.
You know what, one more question I want to ask you on this lane right here, though. I wasn't going to ask, but I'm going to ask now. I can't let you out without one tough question.
Let's not get too police.
Okay, and this is the one, though, that I want to ask you without being police.
Right.
But I am going to ask you this. Even though you're an engineer, you know, BDMixx, BoDene, but you are known as like a legendary engineer for FBG.
Yeah.
Do that make you an op like the other people instantly?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Fuck them dudes.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like a lot of people, man, my name has nothing to do with being a BD. I'm a Blackstone.
Right.
I'm an almighty black peace stone.
But when they see the BDMixx, do they?
Man, a lot of people, if you go look in the comments, you'll see like BD, man, I emphasize BoDene. Like, our age, I'm 33, bro.
Okay.
So, coming up, if you were being called BoDene, or you did something BoDene,
right,
that was bogus as hell.
Right, facts.
Like, that was bogus. Like, to this day, I know some kids still be trying to, man, that's BoDene. Like,
facts.
That's why I got my name. I'm one of them. I've always been one of them. I do the most reckless shit. I've always been like that. Like, I'm a real life gangbanger. Like, this goofy ass shit that these kids doing now, we was doing.
Right.
But when we was doing it, we was getting beat up if we got caught doing shit in front of cameras. Now these kids is all for the internet, so I stay away from that shit. Like, I'm cool. Motherfuckers ask me when I go to Bible studies, even though I don't. That's a lie. Everybody knows. I don't do none of that. But I like to be in the crib, and if I'm not in the crib, I'm in the studio.
Right.
I got businesses to run. I make T-shirts.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I mix down music. I got my wife. My wife has a business, so I help her run her business and promote her shit.
So what's the T-shirt theme?
Voodoo Child.
Voodoo Child.
Yep.
Okay. So you can get out with you and get some T-shirts?
Yeah, you get, man, I do all custom T-shirts.
Oh, that's dope. I'm gonna holler at you.
Yeah, I do all custom T-shirts. I'll make it happen.
Yeah, most definitely. But I see you doing the single shit. Is we getting a full project or you just gonna single them out?
No, I'm working on a project.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm working on a project.
A full one?
Yeah.
How many we gonna get on there?
Man, low-key, I'm probably gonna push for 13.
Oh, that's decent. I tell people this all the time. I seen the project, they had 4 songs on it. It tweaked.
That's just an EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just an EP.
What you gonna do
but even an EP, like, even if I were to drop an EP, I drop between 5 to 7 songs.
Right.
Because everybody knows you only gonna find 1 or 2 songs you really gonna fuck with the hardest off of an EP or album. But I'm pushing for 13.
So it ain't that weird though to see 4 songs on the EP?
Nah.
Okay.
It's stupid.
Right. That hurt me when I seen 4. I'm like, you
giving the people enough time to not like you.
Right.
That's enough songs to be like, yo, all this shit's horrible, man. Yeah. At least you give them 5 to 7 songs. You got more of a, you know what? I might like this one.
Right.
Because there's always them songs they may not like them at first, but they're gonna double back. Like, yo, this all raw.
Big facts. Got a couple more questions I want to ask you, man. I want to kind of give you a little power, bro. I want to learn more about the culture, more about people I don't know about. This be my cheat code. This how I learn about the culture more. Can you name me 3 people from Chicago, whether they rappers, engineers, producers, anybody? 3 people that you think got a dope story that you think the fans will relate to.
My homie Puff.
I'm gonna invite one of them next week in front of this camera.
My homie Puff. She's dope at hosting, but not only that, like if you go look at my Instagram, we just dropped the snippet to a video we did. That's my partner right there. Like,
okay, you gonna DM me their Instagram?
Yeah, I got you. She's super cold, like, and she's very underrated. Okay. But she could come to your party, host the shit out your party, drop in a performance, you would never even know that it was part of the, that, like, damn, that shit was raw. Like, she just cold like that. Who else can I think of right now? My two cameramen, Brandon and Quentin. They not from Chicago. They're from Galesburg, Illinois, but they've been shooting all my videos lately.
No, they got some dope.
So you know what? I can't even say, like, I gotta put them together. Like they a duo. They cold. To me, they the next Cole Bennett.
Okay.
They just go that crazy.
Okay.
And Kiso don't count. We all know Kiso.
The legendary Kiso.
Yeah, we all know Kiso. That's my dog too. But my homie Socially Certified.
Socially Certified.
Socially Certified. He another cameraman in Chicago. Not only is he a dope cameraman, he is a great artist development coach.
Seems like he got a lot of game he can give.
Yeah, he's really cold, but his videos are dope. Like his videos, like he shot a few of them for me. We even went to LA in the middle of a pandemic and shot a video.
Dope.
Yeah, we shot it at Marilyn Monroe's crib. Yeah, that shit was cold. Like in a literally 31 hour drive. So fuck it, we going to shoot. Yeah. Socially Certified is really, really cold, but I also got to throw in an artist. My little brother, Chef 5-Time. That boy right there on the Hispanic, like, there's a lot of dope Hispanic rappers, but this kid could go and kill anything you give him. Like, you put a song in, he don't give a fuck if it's a pop song. If he could get his little shoulders moving, he could get in there, he gonna make it work. And he's got some songs. Like, I've engineered all his projects, and his shit's cold. Super cold. So I feel like those are stars. Like, those people right there have what it takes, but be looked past because it's a popularity contest right now. Everybody going with those. So, like, that was my whole thing. Like, that was the reason why I started. Like, if you ever go look at all my music, I do a lot of songs for the girls. I do a lot of breakup music. Like, I do soulful music. The music I'm doing now is because they done pissed me off already. I done got tired of hearing the disses and people saying I'm just a singer. Don't get it. I real life do this, but I don't put it in my music. I'm not going to jail. You feel me? So I just think, like, hey, but as far as them, like, I would definitely, if you're going to bring in anybody next, man, I would bring in Puff. Puff Cole with it. Like, she's about to be hosting a show with Stunt Taylor and Queen Key.
Shout out Stunt Taylor. We got to do another interview, Stunt Taylor.
Hey, Queen Key, you can unblock me for. I apologize, G. I apologize. I was wrong for. You can unblock me, G. Damn.
Seem like
we cool though, for. We cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, I pissed her off. I thought she said something she didn't, and I kind of attacked her for it. I didn't care.
That was that duck line, right?
Yeah, stop. Don't y'all can't do that. I do not play about my homies, man. But I apologize, Queen Key. Now that we here, I apologize. I was wrong.
That was a misunderstanding.
That was a very big misunderstanding. I didn't mean to attack you that way.
Right. Most definitely. I think that was big too to say that, man. Give somebody from Chicago some advice, man. Somebody upcoming young guy in Chicago want to do music. He got a new record. He just let you listen to it. It's dissing 50 people on it. You heard it. Yeah. What's the advice you give?
Man, look, the one thing I could tell you is be yourself. Don't try to portray yourself to be something you're not, man. Don't be afraid to be yourself. There's so many people in the industry that want to be like a certain individual when they already have that individual in the game. So and anybody in the game looking for anybody, they're not looking for that person trying to be somebody else. They want to know what makes you stand out and what makes you different than anybody else. So keep being yourself and don't follow into the bullshit.
Most definitely. What's all on social medias, bro? People want to get up with you. Where can they find you?
Man, you can find me on Facebook, BoDene, BoDene BDMixx. You could also find me on Instagram, the same thing. Then I have 2 Instagrams because they keep trying to get my other one. So y'all can find me at BoDene BDMixx, BoDene_BDMixx at Instagram. And you'll find me, all my shit right there.
What about YouTube? You got a YouTube
channel? Yeah, BoDene BDMixx is all the same. It's all the same names. You'll find my stuff logged in on everything, all platforms, everything.
And they can hit that social media up because it's upcoming artists. They might need some songs. I'm telling you, he make your song. You go get a song done. he gonna be the one that's gonna clean it up, get it ready to be played on the radio and all kind of shit. So you don't gotta just be FBG. An artist can contact you and get some business with you.
Yeah, just as long as it's good business. Like,
Right.
don't make me feel like I gotta feel fluky around you.
Right.
I like good business. At the end of the day, like, that's all I want to see is good. Work with everybody and don't be afraid to hit me up. I'm gonna respond. And if I don't respond, you're gonna see that I seen it, and eventually I'm gonna respond. Just I don't answer to everybody right away. Gotta go put y'all through a motherfucking screen test.
What's that YouTube channel again so that people can subscribe to that channel ASAP?
BoDene BDMixx. BoDene BDMixx.
Same thing for Instagram?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you,
Man,
bro.
I appreciate you, big dog.
It's the homie True Teller, the street reporter. Bleh, 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 bleh.
My dog.
That was classic, bro.
Yeah, that was.
You gave a lot of game on that shit, bro. That was dope as hell. I'm finna tell you